What's up, guys? Little Wolf from XS. I like how I bought all this nice studio stuff, and I haven't set it up again, but I usually have like better lighting. The lighting on this is pretty terrible, but whatever, bear with me. So Colby Covington lost to Kamaru Usman. It was a very good fight until 50 seconds left in the fifth round when Kamaru put Colby away. And I like how the fight ended because Colby's the bad guy. You don't want to see him just get dominated. So it's fun. Like, people get so mad. It's fun to have bad guys around. People used to love Chael Sonnen, the trash talk he would do. I mean, he pretty much started the modern day trash talk. And Colby is carrying that on. Colby is not as good as Chael Sonnen. Colby's not even anywhere near as good as Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen is so good at trash talking. It's hilarious. But Colby is carrying that torch for Chael Sonnen, being the trash talker. It's a character. I can't stress how much it's a character, and people buy into it and believe it. They actually think he's that way. He might be a jerk and all that, but nobody walks around in daily life and acts like that. You know, maybe some 80-year-old disgruntled man, might be that way in real life, but not Colby. It's an act. He was going to get cut from the UFC because they said he was boring, so he was like, all right, whatever, I'm going full in on this. I'll just start talking trash to everybody. And it worked. And this was a little bit after Conor McGregor, who is still today one of the biggest stars in combat sports, even though he hadn't won in like 3 or 4 years or something crazy like that. I think it's 3 years. I can't remember, but it might be less than, I don't know. He's lost his last 2 fights, which one was a boxing match, and that's whatever. But Conor kind of Chael showed that you can make it work. If you're a boring fighter and you just talk a lot of trash, you can, because Chael's not an exciting fighter. He's a wrestler. But when he started talking trash and saying, like, these guys can't stop me and all this stuff, people would tune in to see if somebody could stop him. And even after he lost, he would talk smack. He would say, like the Anderson Silva thing. He's like, I beat him for 5 rounds, and he got me in the last couple seconds of the last round. So that means I win the fight. Even though it's bull, he lost the fight, but it's still hilarious. I like that Colby lost the way he did because he can say, I wasn't out. He can point out the fake, the crotch shot. He can point that out. The eye poke was 100% real. When it happened in real time, we were like, no way he poked him in the eye. And then we watched it in slow-mo. And, of course, I think he poked him in both eyes at the same time. But great fight and all that stuff. But the problem I have right now, yes, if you are Jorge Masvidal, if you are him, yeah, poke a little fun at Colby. Keep that flame ignited in case Colby, makes a comeback. But my thing is, Jorge Masvidal is not saying anything about Kamaru Usman, at least that I've seen. They are offering Jorge Masvidal a shot at the title, and he has not said a word from what I've seen on his Instagram and all that about it. He might have updated it just now, who knows. But it's crazy. So there's two. I have liked Jorge since day one. I was not a huge fan, and I didn't follow him, but I would watch his fights, and his fights were super entertaining. And then, he went on that hiatus and just kind of disappeared and came back, and he calls it the Resurrection or something like that, or whatever it's called. But it's crazy to me that Jorge is trying. He seems like he's trying to pick a fight with Colby. He might think he can beat Colby, and he might be able to. I don't know. If you watch that one when they wrestled in the apartment that they used to live in together, Colby just took Jorge down whenever he wanted to. He did whatever he wanted to Jorge. Maybe Jorge's wrestling's gotten better since then. Who knows? Because that was a long time ago. But take a sip off the old Cava Blanc. Yeah, it just kind of blows me away that Jorge's not like Usman. I mean, at least be like, Usman, you're a great fighter, but you're going to get it. I'm taking that title, and he's not doing that. He's attacking Colby. Colby, I guarantee it, will fight Tyron Woodley. Both of them are top-level fighters, and they both have a loss right now. To the same guy, actually. I think Colby and Tyrone, that's the fight to make. That is 100% the fight to make. And Jorge's trying to kind of screw it up by being like, I want to fight Colby. Hey, that's cool and all, but you need to fight for the title. Get that title. Isn't that his whole path? His resurrection thing or whatever, his whole path to the title? It makes me mad that he's not taking the opportunity that Dana has said personally, himself said, like, Jorge's next for the title. And Jorge's like, nah. He's basically saying, nah, I don't want to fight Usman. I think Usman would jack Jorge Masvidal up. I know I'm going to get attacked by all the Jorge fans. Think about this. Kamaru Usman is not going to stand and trade with Jorge Masvidal. He might to set up a takedown, but that's going to be the whole fight. He's going to have, like, fake fighting. Jorge can be knocked out. He got knocked out by Darren Till. Even though he won that fight, he still got knocked out by Darren Till. You act like Jorge's chin's granite or whatever. I would think if they fought, Usman would set up. He would stand up and strike with Jorge and possibly match him on the striking, and then he would take Jorge down, and that would be the entire fight until he either finished or fought 5 rounds of domination. That would be it, and I think Jorge knows that. Deep down inside, I think Jorge knows he can't do it. So that's my personal belief. Why it makes me mad, because I want Jorge to be like, Usman, I'm going to kill you, and I want him to go in there and do that. But he's not. I think he's scared. I mean, I hate to say that. I know fighters aren't scared, but I think he knows that he's going to lose to Usman, so a money fight with Colby makes more sense. Because Jorge's always said it's all about the money. It's all about the money. He's not, I get it, he's not scared of any fighter, but I think he thinks he'll lose to Usman, and that's why he's trying to set up this Colby fight. Even though the Colby-Tyrone Woodley fight, I don't know what this is, but I'm guessing that's Colby and that's Tyrone Woodley. They're going to fight. I don't know what that was, but whatever. Colby and Tyrone Woodley should fight. It should be Jorge Masvidal versus Kamaru Usman and Colby versus Tyrone Woodley. That should be the fight. And the winner of those 2 fights should fight each other. But Jorge seems like he's trying to mess it up. I think that he knows he can't beat Kamaru Usman, and it'll make him look really bad in his star. He's shooting through the atmosphere. He's doing as much as he hates Conor McGregor, he's doing the Conor McGregor right now. That star is just skyrocketing through the sky, and he knows that as soon as he fights Kamaru Usman and loses, it's going back down to earth. So that's my thoughts on it. And I was kind of riled up. I'm riled up right now because I keep seeing Jorge post these things about Colby. Who cares? Like, throw a jab in there. Be like, hey, Colby, you're a horrible fighter. You suck or whatever. Cool. And then move on to Kamaru Usman. I don't think he's going to do that. I don't think he's going to say one word about Kamaru Usman. He knows he's going to lose to Kamaru Usman. I'd put money on, I'd put a good bit of money on the Kamaru Usman just completely dominating, winning all 5 rounds versus Jorge Masvidal. Jorge Masvidal is an insane striker. He has great takedown defense. He's actually really good on the ground, but Kamaru is just too much for him. I don't think Jorge Masvidal could beat Colby. I really don't. I know that Colby has wild, crazy striking and all that, and I think Jorge would tear him up on the feet. But Colby just being such a good wrestler, I don't think Jorge Masvidal could beat Tyrone Woodley. I hate this because he shot up so far in the sky that I'm like, man, now he's got to fight the top 3 fighters in the world. I don't know if Jorge Masvidal could beat George St. Pierre if he came out of retirement. I really enjoy Jorge Masvidal, but I just don't think he can pull it off. I'm going to post this under Jorge Masvidal is scared or something. Not like that, but I'm going to post it something like that so people will come challenge me in this. I really don't think Jorge can beat Tyrone. I don't think Jorge can beat Usman. I don't think Jorge can beat Colby. I don't think Jorge could beat GSP. I just don't think he can do it. I don't understand also Leon Edwards, Jorge Masvidal. That's a huge draw, and Jorge just doesn't want to do it. He just doesn't want to do the Leon Edwards fight. I don't think he wants to do the Tyrone fight. I don't think he wants to do the Kamaru Usman fight. I don't understand why he wants to do the Colby fight, because I think Colby will beat him, but at the same time, he has a chance to fight for the title against Kamaru. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse now because I've said it already. I just don't understand why he does not want to fight Kamaru Usman. Why he wants to sit there and pick on Colby. Maybe it's because it gets him followers and fans and stuff. I don't know, but I do think he does not want to fight Kamaru Usman right now because he's making a lot of money, getting a lot of sponsorships, and when you get in the ring with Kamaru Usman and he's beating your face in from the top position, you're going to lose all those sponsorships, all that money, and I think he's enjoying the ride he's on. I mean, the weird thing is he says, I don't want to fight, because he talked about Leon Edwards, I don't want to fight lower level guys. But then he doesn't want to fight the top level guys either. What does he want to do? Just stay in the does he want to stay in the 5 to 4 spot? I don't understand what he's asking for. It doesn't make any sense. But whatever. Anyways, y'all let me know what your thoughts are. I'm not trying to hate on Jorge. I really like him. He's really entertaining. He's great for the sport. But I don't understand the move he's trying to make right now. It doesn't make any sense to me. Anyways, appreciate y'all watching. Check me out on SoundCloud, Instagram, Twitter. Like always, check me out on the streets.